Hello everyone. Friends, in previous lecture we discussed the molecular hydride and saline hydride. The molecular hydride is classified into electron rich hydride, electron deficient hydride and electron precise hydride. And we cover the molecular hydride and saline hydride. In today's lecture we will start the metallic hydride. The metallic hydride is also called as the non-stoichiometric hydride. The non-stoichiometric hydride is that which having variable in their composition. The metallic hydride are formed by D block element of group 3rd, 4th and 5th and also F block element. The examples of metallic hydride in which the metals preferentially involved is scandium, titanium, vanadium, tantalum, lanthanum, cerium. Many of the D and F block elements react with hydrogen to produce metallic hydride. Most of the compounds they have conduct the electricity and they are less dense than the present metal. And most of the metallic hydride they have the variable in their composition. They are non-stoichiometric. First thing is that in metallic hydride it is formed by the D and F block element. Okay. Now the metals of group 7, 8 and 9 it do not form the metallic hydride. Now even from group 6 only the chromium forms the chromium hydride. Second thing is that the metallic hydride it conduct the heat and electricity. Okay, and it is unlike to the saline hydrides. They are almost always the non-stoichiometric. That means it having the variable in their composition, or we call it as being the deficient in hydrogen. Now, the property of absorption of hydrogen on transition metal is widely used in the catalytic reduction or the hydrogenation reaction for the preparation of large number of compounds. Some of the metals, example palladium, platinum, can accommodate very large volume of hydrogen and therefore it can be used as its storage media. And this property has high potential for hydrogen storage and as a source of energy. Now, many of the D and F block elements reacts with hydrogen. They produce the metallic hydride. Actually, this image I have taken from the reference book Shirver and Atkin. Okay, and here I have just highlighted here. First thing is that D and F block elements reacts with hydrogen. They produce the metallic hydride. Now then, most of the compound they form the alloy. Now then, they have the metallic luster and electrically conducting material. Okay, they are less dense than the parent metal and brittle. Most of the metallic hydride have variable in their composition and they are the non-stoichiometric. For example, at 515 degrees Celsius, the zirconium hydride it exists over the composition range from zirconium hydride 1.30 to zirconium hydride 1.75, or it has the fluoride structure with variable number of anion sites unoccupied. Now, the variable stoichiometry and metallic conductivity of this hydride can be understood in terms of the model in which the band of delocalized orbitals is responsible for the conducting or accommodates the electrons supplied by arriving the hydrogen atoms. And in this model, the hydrogen atoms as well as the metal atoms take up the equilibrium position. This is most important. That means in this model, the hydrogen atoms as well as the metal atom take up an equilibrium position in the electron C. Okay. Now, the conductivities of metallic hydride typically vary with the hydrogen content. That means the proportion or the ratio of the hydrogen vary. Automatically, the proportion of this metallic hydride it should be vary, and this variation can be correlated with the extent to which the conduction band is filled or the emptied as a hydrogen. is added or the removed. That means whatever types of the hydrogen here added or removed. Now, whereas the cerium hydride, it is a metallic conductor, or the CeH3, which has the full conduction band, or is an insulator and is more like as a saline hydride. Now, the metallic hydride is formed by the D block element. This is first characteristics of the D block element. The group 3, 4th and 5th, almost the group 3, 4th and 5th, and all F block element. Now, the only hydride in group 6 form the cerium hydride, and most preferentially it is used in the catalytic hydrogenation reaction. And the region of the periodic table is covered by the group 7 through 9 is sometimes referred as the hydride gap, because if any stable binary metal hydrogen compounds are formed by this element. Now, the uses of hydride. They are used as a reducing agent in many chemical industries. Hydrides are highly significant in a battery storage technology such as nickel hydride batteries. They are used as a drying agent. They are used as the strong bases in organic synthesis. The metal hydrides are also used for their heat storage, hydrogen storage, and the compressor capabilities. These are the uses of this metallic hydride. So friend, never miss a video. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Okay, thank you.